Greetings, friend. Timberlake here from Smart Hobbies. Today I'm going to show you how to solve one of the hard puzzles from the Taming The Sudoku Dragon book, Comprehensive Beginner's Guide by David Peru. I've done previous videos on the easy puzzle and medium puzzle. This one's going to be hard. And so if you remember the toolbox that he talks about in his book, basically says these are the list of strategies or techniques you'll need to solve the puzzle. So for a hard puzzle, what you'll need and what you'll see are strategies that require looking at and eliminating candidates. So I already have the candidates showing for the puzzle. This is hard puzzle number 1 from the book. And with that, it's solving time. And so the list of strategies we're going to need to do this are, of course, naked and hidden singles. Full house is the same thing as naked single. Lock candidates type 1, I'll point that out to you. Naked pair, I'll point it out when I see a naked pair. Naked triple, a skyscraper, 2-string kite, XY-Wing, and an XYZ-Wing. And to challenge yourself, when you get the puzzles like this, you can actually use different strategies to solve it. For example, an empty rectangle or maybe a W-wing might come into play, or an XY chain. But since the toolbox says I won't need those, I'm going to stick to and only solve using the strategies listed. Okay, so I'm looking through here, and when I have the candidate showing, I'm going to kind of look around and see, what's my crunch point, a place that doesn't have that many candidates showing. So right here in block 9, I can see that there's only one 5, so that's a hidden single 5. And then scan up here with the 5s. Okay, can't do anything else there, can't do anything else to the left. And then I'm going to come here and I can see a naked triple. So I'll point that out. It's a 4, 8, 9. All right, 4, 8, 9 can only be in those 3 spots along column 5. So I can get rid of all of these other 4s, 8s, and 9s. Great, and it gives me a 5, 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7. So it's like another naked triple after I did that clean out. Okay, that was a little unexpected, but I'm glad to see it. Now I'm going to kind of scan candidates across the top. I see there's only one 6 here in row 1, so that's a hidden single 6. And then I'll kind of scan down to see if I can solve any more 6s here on the left side, columns 1, 2, and 3. I can't. Okay, cutting across row 2. I don't see any candidates that are hidden or naked singles. Across row 3, same thing, looking okay. Row 4, nothing there. That's coming out, that's, my eye. Row 5, there's like 2 2s, but I can't solve that. There's 2 4s, can't do anything there. 2 6s, okay. 4 8s, nothing big there. I'm already now looking, kind of scan through row 6, go to row 7. Nothing there. Row 8, nothing there that's popping out at me. And then go here, row 9. One thing I noticed is that the 6s here along row 9, they're limited here to block 7. So that's a type of lock candidates. And so what I can do is I know that this can't be a 6. So there we go. But the other thing to notice too, so I come back up here. Now if I look in block 8, there's only one place for a 6. So that has to be a 6. So it's a hidden single 6 already. That would eliminate it anyway. Okay. I've kind of scanned through. I don't see anything else, except if I go right here, I do see a naked pair. So I'll just kind of show that. So the naked pair is along column 5, which you already cleaned out, but it's also along block 5. So I can get rid of any other 5s or 7s. So that's kind of nice. And so what does that mean? The 7s are right here. So another way I could have done this, it said naked pair, so that's cool. But if I would have looked right here at these 7s, this would have been a pointing pair, because these 7s would have pointed up and said, hey, these can't be a 7 because the 7s are locked into column 6 only in block 8. So a 7 would have to be here. They can never be in those 2 spots. All right. Now I'm going to show the candidates and see what else we can do. Okay, so I do see a pointing pair. What you'll notice here is these 1s in block 2, they're limited to column 4, right? So a 1 in block 2 has to be in column 4. So that means it cannot be here or here. So basically they point down and say you can't be any of these spots. If I was to look at these ones and make the eliminations, this would be a claiming pair. Claiming pair is from within the block. A pointing pair points down to another block. Hopefully that makes sense. Looking through, and I don't see any other eliminations I can make right now with the 1s. So I'll go to the 2s. Scanning through here, and I don't see any eliminations I can make with the 2s. I'll go to 3s. I'm filtering by the candidates, by the way. And again, with the hard puzzles, you're going to need to filter candidates if you want to make and solve for these. Go to the 4s, and you'll see here another pointing pair right here in 4s means that this can't be a 4. So we can eliminate that. And looking good. All right, we'll go to the 5s. Nothing with the 5s. Go to the 6s. Nothing with the 6s. Go to the 7s. I don't see any eliminations I can make with the 7s just right now. Go to the 8s. No, there's a lot of 8s. But without any what you call strong links, where there's just 2 of a candidate within a row, column, or block, you're not really going to make that many eliminations. I mean, I could look for pairs, and I could look for triples, but I don't see that right now. All right, let's go to the 9s. Okay, and with the 9s, something is catching my eye. I look right here, I see an 8-9, I see a 2-8-9. If I come down here, I see a 2-9. Well, this is a XYZ-Wing. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, XYZ-Wing. You have one candidate, or excuse me, one cell that has 3 cans, 2, 8, 9. And then they can see 2 other cells that are 2 of the 3 digits, and they're different ones. So an 8, 9 here and a 2, 9 there. They can't both be 8, 9. And what you know is that at least one of these cells has to contain a 9. So any cell that sees all 3 of these cannot contain a 9. So we'll be able to eliminate a 9 right here. And if there was a 9 here, we can eliminate there as well. And the reason being is that if you plug in the values into the orange cell there, you'll see that there's going to be a 9 in one of these 3 in all 3 cases. So if you plug in a 2 right here, this has to be a 9. You plug in an 8, this has to be a 9. And of course, if you plug in a 9, this is a 9. In all 3 cases, that cannot be a 9. Well, that's helpful to us. So we did the XYZ-Wing, and now what you'll notice is that the 9s are now a pointing pair. So if they're a pointing pair, so they're limited here in block 1 to row 3, well, that means that this can't be a 9, and this can't be a 9, this can't be a 9, and that can't be a 9. All right, so we just made a lot of eliminations right there using an XYZ-Wing. Cool. Okay. Now, let's see if there's something else that we can do, or some kind of other elimination we can make, or if there's some kind of other pair or triple that we might be missing. So that's what I'm kind of looking for now. If I go right here, so this shows all the by value cells, and if you're going to find an XY-Wing, that would be made up of just by value cells. Well, right now I don't see how we can make an XY-Wing just out of by value cells. But what I do notice is you have right here this 1919, that is a naked pair. And so if that's a naked pair, and I'll just highlight that, that means there can't be a 1 or a 9 in any other spot along column 9. So there we go. So that's another naked pair. Cool. And it leaves a 2, 4, 7 triple. Okay. So how does that affect our 9s? Well, hey, that does a great job of cleaning up the 9s, because now I see something. It's a skyscraper. All right, let's check this out. I'll mark it right here, and right here, right here. What's a skyscraper? It's kind of like an X-Wing. You see 2 columns or rows, in this case 2 columns, where there's only 2 candidates available. So the 9 can only be in 2 spots, in column 5 and a column 9. And then they share, of these two columns, they have to share at least one row in common. So they share this row in common. And what it looks like a skyscraper is because like one's a little bit higher than the other, right? Kind of like the top of a skyscraper. Well, here's the deal. Think about this column right here. Either this is a 9, right? And if that's a 9, then this cell here, and this cell here, and this cell here, those could not be 9s. But then if that's not a 9, then this has to be a 9. If this was a 9, then this would not be a 9. Or if this is a 9, yeah, this can't be a 9. And so there it had to be a 9 right here. And so these cells run right here and here and here, they couldn't be 9s, right? So you notice that a 9 has to be in one of these purple spots. So if a 9 has to be in one of those purple spots, then any cell that they both see, you can eliminate the 9 from. So that's a skyscraper. So that's not a 9, that's not a 9, and that's not a 9. All right, good job, skyscraper. We'll leave a 2-8 right here. Well, if I look down, I just see another 2-8. Well, this is great. So that's another naked pair. We're making all kinds of eliminations here. This is great stuff. So let's eliminate all the rest of the 2s and the 8s. And hey, look at that. I just made another naked pair. The more pairs you can make, the more eliminations you're going to make, and you're going to be able to solve cells, right? That's your goal with the harder strategies. So this is both 1 9s. That means there cannot be any more 9s or 1s along row 1. And you notice it created a 3-8 naked pair, but since the 3 and the 8 are in different blocks, there's not any other eliminations you can make based off of that just yet. Okay, good job. We made a lot of eliminations there. I'm going to see, was there anything that we could actually solve, or is there any other piece here? So 3-8, a 1-8, 3-8, 9. So I'm kind of looking now to see if there's oh yeah, there's only 1-1 now here in block 2, so I can solve that. It's a hidden single. Sweet. And now I'm kind of looking to see where can we go from here. You know, let's go back and check out our candidates. With the 1s, can't make any more eliminations just yet. How about with the 2s? I don't see any eliminations with the 2s. Let's go to the 3s. Nothing new with the 3s. Let's go to the 4s. Nothing new with the 4s. How about the 5s? Nothing new with the 5s. The 6s, they're holding strong. The 7s, they look about the same as they did last time. Let's go to the 8s. Okay, so there's a lot more 8s cleared out, especially over here. And I'm struck by this strong link, right? There's only 2 8s here in column 8. Well, hey, if you look up in row 1, there's only 2 8s there, maybe with that 3-8. Well, guess what? We created a 2-string kite. So basically, you look in a block, and you look, is there a number, an 8? Yeah. And is there a strong link coming out vertically? There is. Is there a strong link going out horizontally? There is. So what that means is any cell that sees the 2 endpoints, we can eliminate an 8. And the reason being is an 8 has to be in one of these 2 spots, right? So if an 8's right here, that can't be an 8. If an 8's not right there, then an 8's right here. If an 8's here, it can't be here, so it has to be there, right? Either way, you got an 8 either here or here, so this can never be an 8. 2-string kite. All right, so we have solved, and we've seen a skyscraper. We've seen a 2-string kite. We've seen an XYZ-Wing. We've seen a naked triple. We've seen naked pairs. We've seen lock candidates. The only thing we haven't seen so far is an XY-Wing. All right. So we'll just keep making eliminations and see where we can go from there. There might be some more of these strategies being used, but we are making some good progress here. So I really like seeing that. All right. I'm just going to go back here to the 1s. Since I had solved that one. I don't see anything there. How about with the 2s? Nothing. I'm going to go back to the 8s because that's where I just made that 2-string kite. And I remember looking at the other candidates recently. And then we can go to the 9s. We made a lot of progress with our Skyscraper. And now you'll notice right here, after we eliminated 9 here, now we have another pointing pair, right? 9, so that means this can't be a 9 and that can't be a 9. And so now we have a 6-8 and we have a 2-6. Oh, and I think I see our XY-Wing. Wow. All right. So, XY-Wing, 3 candidates, 2, 6, and 8, 3 cells. One cell, the pivot, can see the 2 wings are pincher cells, right? And the combination has to be different in each cell. So you have a 2-6 here, you have a 6-8 there, and you have a 2-8 there. Well, you'll notice that there's an 8 in both of the purple cells. So what it means is an XY-Wing, or bent triple as they're called, you can eliminate an 8 from any cell that sees both the purple cells. And why is that? Same reason as an XYZ-Wing, just plug in the candidates right here for the pivot. If this is a 2, this has to be an 8. If this is a 6, this has to be an 8. No other choices. And the difference between this and XYZ-Wing is that the XYZ-Wing will have a 3rd candidate in the pivot. XY-Wing does not. So where are the cells there these 8 see each other? Well, you look right across here, and got rid of that 8, and you look right across here, and you can see you can get rid of this 8. That's huge because now we can solve for a 4. I love being able to solve cell. Something else to notice: 4, 7, 9, 7, 9, and 4, 7. So guess what? This is naked triple. All right, so this is a naked triple. We can get rid of 4 and 7. So that's a 2, and now that's an 8. Awesome. Also come across here, get rid of 4, 7, 9 across there. Hey, we can solve that for a 5 and solve that for a 7. And then I see here a naked single, 6 and a 2. And we're really making some progress here. I think we're getting to close to the spot where we'll be able to solve the rest of the way. All right, I'm looking here now just for naked singles. So they'll solve a 2 there. You see a 5, 8. So that's another naked pair, which makes sense. It means that this can't be an 8. This has got to be a 9, and this has to be a 2. And you come down here, you see this is a 3, naked single 9. And if it's just a naked single, I'll just solve it for you. So 6. And you look up here, I see only 1, 2 along column 1, so that's a 2. Okay, I see only 1, 3 here in block 8, so that's a 3. And come up to the top, that's an 8, 4, 9, 3, 6, 9. Of course, the more you solve, the quicker it is. 1, 8, so this has to be a 9, 8. The more naked singles you're going to see. 9, 7, 4, 1, 9, 3. And puzzle is cracked. So I only used the advanced techniques that were listed in the Sudoku-Toolbox. What I like about this is now, if you want to practice those techniques and strategies, you know, pop open one of those puzzles and then look for those strategies. If you don't understand a strategy, you can check out some of my other videos where I talk about how to solve XY-Wings, XYZ-Wings, and I give tutorials on a lot of advanced strategies. So check those out. Also check out the book. It's great. I tell you, it's a great job for anyone who wants to get serious and learn a lot more about Sudoku and solving the harder puzzles. Thank you so much for watching.